Finding balance between your sport, your hobby, whatever that is, that's hard to do, man. It's not an easy thing to find balance. Now, one of the very first things that I have to tick off the list on finding balance is work. My day job is what pays the bills and allows for everything. I really had to work quite late last night to sort of get the weekend cleared. I also had to work this morning. And again, obviously my kind of work, I own my own business, I work from home, I sort of make my own hours. So it's not like I'm having to go to a factory and hammer a nail, but I still had to put in a late night last night and an early morning today to make sure that I can go. And I'm also bringing my laptop, like I'll be working. So finding a good place of like, hey, Monterey, Carmel is where I'm taking the family. They're gonna get to hang out at the beach. We're gonna get to explore. It's gonna be really fun. Just so happens to be there's a race on that same day. Bikes, camera gear, luggage for me and my wife, the baby stuff, my son stuff. Dude, I need like a straight motorhome. Like this Jeep is cool, but we run out of space real quick. Health, boys. We gotta be about our health. One of the easiest things that you're gonna do when you run into time issues, right, and finding balance is not eating healthy, not drinking your smoothie, not eating proper. It's so easy to be that the first thing you cut out. Just be like, dude, I don't have time. It ain't gonna happen. But I would almost say to me that the most important part of balance is being properly fueled and having my nutrition on point, because otherwise I can't really do any of the other things. Nutrition is my base. Now, I'm a big fan of the unbalanced, balanced lifestyle, which means one day it might be completely devoted to cycling. The next day is completely devoted to work. The next day is completely devoted to family. I really try to like overload my time so it's more productive. Because honestly, this little trip that we're doing is very evenly spaced out, which then means that I'm not really giving enough time to each thing. You know, I'm gonna ride less than I would want to. I'll be with the family less than I want to be. I'm gonna be working less than I should be. Everything's gonna be a little bit less. Then the other thought is that I'm being more productive with my time. If I was gonna go do just a race today, I'd still be driving 6 hours. I would still be, you know, everything would be basically the same, but I wouldn't be with the family at Carmel, getting a trip out of it. So sort of using these times to like get a little bonus, right? A little bonus trip and also race. Thing is though, is to find that balance during this. When I blend it, I gotta make sure that I don't just focus on riding and that I'm actually present in this trip. Am I ever present in our trips? Damn! L. Trailers LM maximum. I'm sure that everyone knows about the ABC game, but so the way we do it is you gotta find the letter A and then B and then Z, right? You skip Q and you have one skip. Like you can skip any letter in the alphabet. Find that balance, bro. Because the other balance would be she's reading her magazine about face creams and avocado, and the Bubs is just playing a video game in the back and I'm like zoning out. So playing a game in the car, even though it's not gonna be the whole way, the whole trip, that's gonna utilize our time a little bit better, give us time to be a family. Yeah? But I am the reigning world champion of the alphabet game. Sorry, babe. But you suck. So her stoke level on this place is way up. It's way awesome. And so again, man, if we had just got like a busted hotel, you know, I'm not gonna be able to go ride because she's gonna be like, hey, you gotta entertain me. But now that we're in this dopeness, let's go see how dope it is. The steez level on this hotel is up there. It's very nice. The smell of, is this Monterey or Carmel?
Carmel.
It's Carmel. It just smells like fresh flowers. And the temperature is always like 65 degrees. It's pretty dope, dude. When you're training, it's very easy to understand progression because you have a power meter, you have a heart rate, you have metrics. With your job, it's very easy to understand progression because are you making money? Are you getting a raise? With almost everything else, it's really easy to understand progression or degression. But with your family, there's no love meter, right? I can't sign on to Dad Peaks and look at my father FTP, right? And so I really have to gauge, am I being a good dad? Am I being a good husband? I gotta pick up on little signals from the wife. It might be so hard to tell if I'm a good dad or not until he's like 25 years old. You gotta sort of err on the side of caution and just be an overwhelmingly good dad or father or husband or whatever.
I just wanna put my arms around you and tell you that I'm sorry. I suppose I could have been there for you when you needed me. I just wanna put my arms around you and tell you that I'm sorry.
This is possibly my favorite road I've ever ridden. I ain't even gonna lie. Boy, this is a dope road. I've never even heard of this road. I don't see any other cyclists on it. Frickin' stream. Get out of here, stream. Making this place too dope. I can't believe this road. This is where balance definitely comes in. I want to ride forever on this road. I want to just keep riding this lonely, twisty boy for the rest of the day. Putting in a 4-hour ride right now. Yeah, I'm gonna spend my tickets, my fun tickets on a ride. I'll have nothing to spend with the family, especially the wife, you know what I mean? I've got to make a conscious decision to turn around now. I don't want to, but that's the right thing to do. An amazing, loving family, or a lonely, twisty boy. That's a hard decision.
I suppose I could have been there for you when you needed
Mom's gonna stay in the car, get a little peace and quiet, because I was out on the bike ride for way too long. So I gotta kind of like have that in my mind that now I'm in debt, right? I'm in debt to her. Finding balance is gonna be today getting in a lot of time with the family and the wife and doing things with them so that this trip isn't just about cycling. to be honest, the wife's a little bummed. She was a little mad yesterday because I said I was going to go for a ride for an hour. It ended up being 2.5 hours. The ride just kept getting more and more beautiful, and I didn't have service and I couldn't let her know, so she was kind of waiting for me back here at the hotel. She was. And so in a video about balance, I didn't find good balance yesterday, and I was even talking about it. That I needed to turn around, and but I found a really amazing place on the ride, so I'm gonna take them up there because, man, that happens. I go out for rides, I see some of the most amazing places. I get to experience the town or the area unlike they do. So we're gonna drive just up the road and see this crazy vista point, and then we're gonna go to the beach. Then we'll race. Looks like Lost. There's no way to do justice because of how like layered this is, and it's so hard to show it on camera. Let's go to the beach now. Boom, at the beach. So dope, dude. I love you. I will let you know. Leaving the family behind out on the beach to go race my bike feels wrong, almost. That's a weird thing to say. But it's hard, right? It's hard to leave them because they want to keep playing. But I gotta find the balance between me and my fitness and my hobbies, and then obviously keeping them happy. I think it's a good balance, dude. Chipotle. You gotta find that balance on nutrition as well, man. But this is pretty good. Chipotle is always pretty good. Gotta find balance on cooking yourself and burning out. Because I mean, sometimes, dude, you just don't want to cook. I mean, I love cooking at home, and I was really a borderline, like, I think I'll just wait till I get home. But Chipotle's the ticket, bro, especially on the road. So one big part about finding balance is finding your balance. My balance might be different than yours. So you really need to figure out what is important to you and how does that stack up. Family, sport, watching TV, work, like where does all of that stack up? Because that will prioritize what is going to be the more, like what you do and how you balance all of that. That was us balancing, I think, a lot over 2 days. Look at those jammers you got. Geez, you got comfy quick.
I know, there's such legs.
Find your balance, bro. Live your life. Do it. As always, vegan cyclist.
Yeah.
No yut from you? No yut? In the never-ending journey of finding balance, time management is probably one of the most important assets of that. If you control your time, then you can manage it much better. And with Squarespace, you can dip your toes into the water of owning your own business or selling online, being in the game of e-commerce. You can get a free trial and 10% off your first purchase if you go to squarespace.com/vegan cyclist. And look, as a web developer, this is what I do every day. I understand how difficult it is to create a website, especially an e-commerce website, and to make it look good. And so with Squarespace, it is a absolute 100% viable option when you are looking at trying to get into that world. And maybe you're not 100% sure and you don't want to invest thousands and thousands of dollars into a website. You can use Squarespace, squarespace.com/vegan cyclist. You can get the free trial, like I said, 10% off. And dude, their templates are amazing. That's 100% legit. I'm not just saying that. They have beautiful designs, which I feel like I wish I could have those kind of designs, that I could design what they have. So find your balance, bro. Check out squarespace.com. I think it's a legit option to freeing up your time and controlling your time so that you can manage it better. As always.